want to enter. Yes. Danger and distress rest heavy upon the scales, the measure soaring on the perilous march to Dresden. The army moves steadily along the bank of the West Selen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts returns. Inivia, the leader of the group, makes 2 urgent signs to the soldiers: wait and quiet. She dashes through the ranks to the commander, who awaits her report. "We're in trouble," she whispers. "The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, we have to go down and then up to the other side. But the canyon is swarming with foul creatures, Vescavors. A real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldier weapons, and they've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Kenabres that lost its way." Recommendation if you don't want to lose your entire army there, if you'd like to hear it. I would actually like to try out and hope for the best, but thanks. No one has ever reported Vescavors so far away from the center of the Worldwound. Where did they come from? Inivia bites her lips. "They still haven't noticed us, but that won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat quickly." The commander makes a sign for her to stop. Yeah, let's first find out what else is known about the enemy. Who's saying that? "There's nasty little critters that can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing," Inivia says in a rush. "They got a queen, the mother of the whole swarm. She's a right horror, but if we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter and we'll take care of the rest of them somehow." After hearing her scout's report, the commander prepares to convene a council to determine a plan of action. The commander and his companions convene in a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no other road. Retreat is far too risky. Should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open, no one would survive. None utter the word trap, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happens to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged this for their own nefarious ends. Rustling, grating, squeaking, humming. Everyone hears the voice of the swarm through the sky before the army remains clear. For now. How long until it is darkened by the flying spawn of the abyss? An idea, a decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their mind. The Crusader Council grows grim. One unit must act as live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear the path to the Vescavor Queen. The commander will rush to the monster, killing her quickly, before the swarm decimated the army. They will get but one chance. A dark question looms. Who will lead the fateful squad and be consumed as bait? In moments of extreme stress, one often says one thing while meaning quite another. These hidden words often reveal many curious things. And what do we see here? Arabeth nobly states, "I am an officer best suited for the mission." But in truth, she means, "I cannot burden another with my responsibility." "Logan Aldori, send me!" Nura the Historian emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. "This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor." While she speaks, she thinks, "I need to prove myself." The commander thinks that he should. I think I might love to hear after that, but I still want to make the decision and, well, live with the consequences of it. So, I don't want either of them to die. So let's first look into the faces of my companions. Now we have more options. The Hell Knight Regill steps forward. "My people will fight to the last, even if the swarm tears through our armor and strips the flesh from our bones." But his motives are plain. "My superiority over the Crusaders will not permit me to cower behind them. I've eaten so many bugs in my life, it's only fair to give them a chance at revenge." The Mongrel Lann hides his fears in plain sight. "I am a dead man walking already. Life such as mine is worthless." And silently, he begs for more. "Sacrifice me, or give me a chance to prove myself." Oh, Lann. The one who distracts the swarm will need a healer. Sosiel is the only one who speaks plainly. A healer might bring a few through the Vescavors alive. The rest of the council remains silent. This silence is filled by chorus of "there are others better suited" and "the commander needs me alive." Let the commander hear these unspoken words. What will they lead him to decide? A faithful troop will be led by... The two things, so you can see him. Lann is very depressed by it, or Lann needs a hug. Maybe both. I think both is right. Poor him. Yeah, the thing is, I actually think that Regill would succeed. Most likely. Yeah, so let's give him a chance to prove that he's superior. And hope that's the best opinion, the best option. He'll ensure survival, enough said. Oh, yeah, too late. Well, the commander and his partner disappear among the rocks, preparing to slip down in the canyon, while the swarm is distracted by their bait. A tight-lipped Anivia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. The face of Paladin Regill is hidden by his helm, as are the faces of his troops. But Hell Knights can radiate disdain even through plate armor. They march forward boldly, holding torches and vials of acid in place of blades. The soldiers retreat fearfully down the road toward the dark edge of the canyon ahead. The rift that yawns open before them whispers, rasps, rattles, and thousands upon thousands of voices. Vescavors gather below, but the sky is open above them, and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. The soldiers soon find the first body, the mangled corpse of a refugee from Kenabres. A few straggling Vescavors wriggle inside the dead man's gaping chest. Tiny larvae in green shells, all shuffling legs and hinging jaws. They don't seem menacing at all. But then, the rasping noise stops for a moment, and a high, vibrating note pierces the air with new force. A blur of blackish-green cloud rises above the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader of this fateful squad shouts that they shall... fight to the bitter end. Oh no, I hope Regill survives. Arrogance plays a cruel joke on the Paladin of the Hell Knights as he prepares to fulfill his promise to stand firm, even as the swarm tears flesh from our bones. They are precisely the orders he's given his troops. The swarm falls upon them like a raging storm. Hell Knights are better armored than regular soldiers, and some are even wearing adamantine. Some have vials of acid, which can wound and deter Vescavors for a time. But the beats are beyond number, so many that they cannot find openings in the armor and wriggle their way inside. While one insect is burned with acid, 5 others circle and strike. A moment later, Regill's troops are a living graveyard, his knights buried under a layer of wriggling and buzzing beasts. Oh. The rasping, mumbling and buzzing of the swarm paralyze the soldier's will. Poisonous mandibles cut through armor and bone. The swarm could scour an entire city from the face of Golarion. These modest forces present no obstacle. No matter what tragedy the mortals choose, it is impossible to resist the eternal hunger of the abyss. Vescavors are its embodiment. No malevolent mind or terrible monster, but a million of half-sentient creatures who know no goal but destruction. An effective weapon for those prepared to trade fertile soil for wasteland. Chance yet remains for the commander to save his people, at least some portion. What will the leader decide? Oh no. Is Regill dead? Cause I can't choose him? Or is it just cause he's in the dev version? I hope he survived. I hope he survives. Yeah, there's a lot of dead shoulders. Spots of light and shadow dance along the walls of the canyon. High above your head, a swarm gathers, dark as a rain cloud. There are so many Vescavors that they block out the sun. Luckily, you've escaped the attention of the swarm, which is focused upon the troops you are using as bait. For now, at least. With a tired gesture, Anivia wipes the sweat and dust from her forehead. There's anxiety in her eyes. Hey, if he said you could always reload, he won't. With a tired gesture... Yeah, I read that. Commander, the beast we've come for is on the other end of the main corridor. There's a lot of burrows, and plenty of beasts in them. You better not delve too deep. Our people won't hold out too long for us to clear the whole area. Oh no, a time limit. On the other hand, I saw the bodies of some poor Carabiniers down one of the side holes. They have some valuable stuff on them. Bugs will eat anything we don't grab. They can't tell the difference between flesh and steel. They can eat steel? Concern. Wait. So they're eating all the treasures we stand? While we are standing around talking? What are we hanging around for? Come on, there's no time to lose. Huh. Did you manage to find where these beasts came from? I'm not sure, but there are clear signs of a ritual closer to the Queen's Buck lair. And they are fresh. Maybe somebody summoned that scum specially for us. The demon Phil figured out that we are never going to let Kenabres go. Too bad we don't have a magic specialist who would figure out what those runes mean. The words magic specialist bring Nenio out of her reverie. Huh? What? I am a specialist! I get to the bottom of this. What happened? Can you tell me anything useful about the monster? I've never fought these before, so I don't know much. She's a nasty beast. She spits acid and summons her spawns from all around the area. One more thing. When I tried to get closer, I started feeling sick as a dog. I guess, like a lot of demons, she knows how to get inside your head. Oh, how interesting. Sounds like a Vescavor Queen. An exceedingly rare creature, I must say. I'm looking forward to an encounter to conduct the experiment. The world must know what is more dangerous, mandibles snapping shut on one's hand, or acid eating away at one's skin. Oh boy. I'd be happy to help you with your experiments. I'll dunk you in acid or shove you into the mandibles. You won't have to ask me twice. Oh wow. Okay, so, let's do this quickly. Good luck. I'm right behind you, covering your back. I catch up when it's time to deal with the Queen. I wonder if it's actually timed or not, or if it's like, I don't know how many people you loot or something. I remember swarms being pretty nasty.
The encounter. Guide my blade.
And also, we are fatigued. Maybe not the best. Okay, let's not loot him. Ew. Are those Vescavors? Kinda look like insect slugs.
I got this.
Or maybe the larvae, and those are the fully developed ones. No. We don't loot. No, Ethan. Don't loot. Follow the blood. Where was blood? I thought the blood was just for this corpse.
I will protect you with my life.
A Vescavor Royal Guard. Pleasant to make your acquaintance. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. Come on. Alright. Okay. Did he just die? And why was he there? Alright. Law nature. Demonic bug slime. Poisonous not only to everything alive, but also to the land itself. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across at its widest. It's easy enough to jump over, or in places even stop across. The obstacle doesn't seem a problem, or even particularly notable, but as you draw closer, you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling, as if alive. Yeah, they're eating your army. Let's look into the crevice. Because we are curious and adventurous. You stare into the darkness of the void, trying to make out where the strange sound is coming from. Not all at once, but your eyes pick out the contours of a body in the darkness. Someone small, perhaps a gnome, a halfling, or a child, rolled up in a ball at the bottom of the chasm under a stone ledge. He's crouched down, his head to his knees, and he's hugging his neck tightly. It appears to be one of the caravanners caught by the swarm. He's crying aloud, one continuous tone, and it strengthens as it echoes through the crevice, building into something truly haunting. I can't see very clearly from here, but I'm sure the poor lad won't last long without help. But every moment we delay, our people suffer terribly. Shelyn, save me from such choices. Oh gosh, what a horrible decision to make. But unfortunately, I think we're saving way more people by not caring for him. I'm very sorry, we don't have time for this. Our people are dying up there. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess. There is the Queen. There's a quite huge... Leave or save. There's a quite huge summoning circle.
Should I?
Okay, there's our friend, the Vescavor Queen.
I feel like it shows.
Oh. Let's try to buff ourselves. Maybe let's cast haste on us and do music and do prayer.
My will is resolute.
Invisibility on Woljif.
We will win this war.
And bless.
No time for debate.
So, I think that was prepared, well, pretty well.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
And now let's attack and hope it's going to work. Yeah, I'm not sure if blindness is going to work. Will plus 16. Difficulty class 16. Yeah, I don't think so. So maybe let's cast Blur on Seelah.
I will help
Seelah
where
go
I
in
can.
and smite. Ulbrig is gonna just head into battle anyway.
No reason to pause.
And we're gonna throw some... Do we have any immunities? You don't. Surprising. Let's just throw some Scorching Rays. And... yeah, I think the Fireball is not a good idea. So an Assault. Arrow. That was kind of faster than I expected. A bit underwhelming. I mean, you could also say, I prepared so well, but I don't think that is the case. Unleashing her last shriek, the Swarm Queen slumps to the ground. Immediately, as if by magic, the distant sounds of battle begin to subside. Several small beasts sit on their mother's body, sinking their mandibles into it. The canyon drowns in the waves of scent, a sweet soporific with a hint of bite, like the crackles in the air before a storm. Want to go down the path of evil? No. Don't tempt me. I can't breathe. I need some fresh air. Get me out of this disgusting hole. I've been taught to see beauty in the most unexpected places. But this creature is simply Disgusting, no matter how you look at it. Nivea approaches the Swarm Queen's body. Her face clearly expresses a desire to kick the dead beast, but she refrains. Just a brainless bug, and so many of our people died because of her. Just yesterday I was sitting by the fire with some of the people her swarm devoured. Suddenly, Nivea stops. Her nostrils flare and her eyes scan the floor and the walls of the canyon. She squats, pokes at some lumps of slimy substance, lifts some up to look more closely, smells at them, and cringes. What odd thing to do, I guess, but... Nivea, is something worrying you? Aha! Nivea rubs a ball of greenish slime in her hand. I'd bet my life that your gear had this nasty stench when we were entering the canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon a spawn to her. Oh. So someone tried to kill us. By the way, did you know that smells are extremely effective in attracting attention not only in the insect world? For example, a tavern keep in Kenabres can, for 10 minutes, purposefully and doggedly search for a rotten fish that turns out to be in the pocket of his apron. Oh well. Nenio. Let's see if we can find the source of that smell among my equipment. You and Nivea search through your things and quickly find the source of the smell. A thin handkerchief. Looks like it's been soaked in something like the Swarm's Queen slime. I'll be damned. When the Queen was spraying this sweet-smelling goop around, the Swarm flew to it like flies to a jar. Flies to jam. Gosh. The chewed-up bodies of the Caravaneers smelled like this too, I checked. Commander, I think some rats planted this handkerchief on you to ensure that the Vescavors would find you. Yeah, so it looks like I've enemies in Mender, and someone has decided to get rid of me. True, nobody like upstarters. If you knew what Arabeth's allied hissed behind her back when she was appointed head of the Eagle Watch, Nivea spits. Anyway, we need to keep our eyes open. The handkerchief could have been planted here by magic, but take it from a professional paranoic. Nice. I think we got a rat in our camp. In Kenabres, we squashed the cultists time and time again, but they were like maggots in a dead hog. Some could have infiltrated our forces too. We have to keep our eyes open and our guards up. It's time we get back to our people. I say we destroy the queen's body. I've heard the little bugs who eat the flesh of their mother can be reborn as swarm queens themselves. That's kind of the last thing we need, right? And break the swarm. That's the evil one. Burn the body, but gather as much of the queen's slime as you can. Fine, Nivea. Get rid of this beast's body, once and for all. Great. Cleaning up after fight is just what I like. We'll start here, and little by little we'll clean up the entire Worldwound. Who could have been that? I would also like to destroy the summoning circle, please. Nivea, Commander, what a relief! You're alive! I saw the swarm begin to thin and ran to you immediately. She pauses to catch her breath. Regill approaches and salutes briefly, showing no sign of annoyance or irritation. The distraction maneuver was performed as planned. Our losses were significant. My tactics turned out to be less than optimal. I'm glad that it's over. What happened up there can't be described in words, but you were the one who carried the day, Logan Aldori. I wonder who could have done that. Let me guess, you know that. Luckily, our losses are not as great as we feared. Not many are even wounded. But if you'd been a moment later, I'm afraid to imagine what might have happened to us. Unfortunately, the insect acid ruined what was left of the caravan. Of course, I sympathize with those who perished, but we could have used their gear. How did this caravan even come to be here? This is no place for civilians. They lost their lives for nothing. And they did not even leave anything useful behind. Yeah, what a waste. We could really do with some supplies. If only they died on a road somewhere, of thirst, or after meeting with wild animals, we'd be sitting pretty right now. Yeah, I know, it was sarcasm, my friend. You know, I'm ready to sacrifice the loot for a chance to kill a huge disgusting bug anytime. What matters is that everything's over and we won. What are we going to do now? Since you're here, please take a look around. I found some painted runes and... You don't say, Anivia. And the traces of something that seemed like a ritual. We need to figure out what this is. What exactly is she doing? Is she collecting the blood? And silence. Ha! Easily done. Nora leans over the magic symbols painted on the stone. I am no mage, unfortunately, but I'm in the habit of thoroughly documenting all descriptions of rituals and symbols from magic books, especially demonic ones. Someone very recently opened a portal to the abyss here and summoned someone. It's not difficult to figure out who they summoned. She's writing that right here. I can guess you carried out the ritual. Handwriting is unique, even when it comes to runes. I examined the great garrison after your success, documenting everything I found for Queen Gerfrey. And I'm sure that the hand that drew those rune circles was the same in both instances. It's the work of the same spellcaster. I mean, clever to set a trap and exhaust us instead of fighting us openly. We shouldn't be afraid of demons. We lived through the little trap, didn't we? We have overcome the next one too. We just need to keep forging ahead. Well, since we finished off the swarm and we need someone is giving us trouble, I suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. Yeah. Ah, there's Regill again. I'm not sure if I want to camp here, but... Nah, let's camp somewhere else.